Media playback is unsupported on all device. Media caption: a Kurdish TV channel was on air during the earthquake. A 7.3 magnitude earthquake has shaken the northern border region between Iran and Iraq, killing at least 335 people and injuring thousands more. One Iranian aid agency said 70,000 people needed shelter after the quake, one of the largest this year. The majority of those who died were in Iran's western Kermanshah province. Nearly 4,000 were said to be injured. 7 people died in Iraq, where people fled into the streets in the capital, Baghdad. Mosques in the city have been broadcasting prayers through loudspeakers. I was sitting with my kids having dinner and suddenly the building was just dancing in the air, a Baghdad mother of three, Majida Amir, told Reuters news agency. I thought at first that it was a huge bomb. But then I heard everyone around me screaming earthquake. Iranian state news agency IRNA quoted an emergency official as saying 3,950 were injured in Iran alone. Most of the victims were in the town of Sarpol Sahib, about 15 kilometers 10 miles from the border. Iran's emergency services chief, PIR Hossein Kaulavand, was quoted as saying on Iranian state television channel IRIN. The town's main hospital was severely damaged, leaving it struggling to treat hundreds of wounded, state TV reported. Many homes in the mountainous area are made of mud bricks and are at risk of collapse in a significant earthquake like the one that struck on Sunday. Image copyright at Getty Images. Image caption: most of the deaths were reported in Iran's Kermanshah province. Damage was reported in at least 8 villages. The head of Iran's Red Crescent organization, Morteza Salim, told the channel. Some other villages have suffered power cuts and their telecommunications system has also been disturbed, he said. Rescue teams were being hampered by landslides, Mr. Kaulavand said. On the Iraqi side, the most extensive damage was in the town of Darbandi Khan, 75 kilometers 47 miles east of the city of Sulaymaniyah in the Kurdistan region. The situation there is very critical, Kurdish Health Minister Rekort Hama Rashid told Reuters. The Iraqi Ministry of Health said 321 people had been wounded in the Iraqi Kurdistan region. The BBC's Rami Rouhaim, in the regional capital Erbil, said shaking there lasted for more than a minute. For a few seconds at first it was barely detectable. I wasn't sure whether it was a minor tremor or just my imagination, he said. But soon enough it was unmistakable as the building started swaying from side to side. Image copyright Reuters Tasnim news agency. Image caption: the death toll is expected to rise in Iran. The quake hit at 2118 local time 1818 GMT, about 19 miles 30 kilometers southwest of Halabja, near the northeastern border with Iran, the U.S. Geological Survey USGS said. It occurred at a relatively shallow depth of 23.2 kilometers 14.4 miles, and tremors were felt in Turkey, Israel and Kuwait. Why is Iran prone to earthquakes? Analysis by Jonathan Amos, BBC Science correspondent. Iran is one of those regions of the world that is all too familiar with quakes, and has experienced some very big tremors in the past. In general terms, the big driver here is the clash between the Arabia and Eurasia tectonic plates. The former is pushing north by a couple centimeters a year. In the southeast of the country, the Arabia plate is actually pushing under the Eurasia plate, but in the northwest these great slabs rub directly against each other. The Zagros Mountains are a result of all this compression. Early reports indicate the quake occurred on a thrust fault. This means the crust on one side of the break in the rocks is moved vertically up and over the other side, which fits exactly with this general picture. Geological agencies now produce immediate bulletins on the likely expected casualties. This modeling work is based on factors such as the size of the quake, population density and what is known about local construction methods. It's inexact work, but the first bulletins suggested this event could produce many hundreds of deaths and perhaps thousands of injured individuals. A major issue will be the number of weak buildings. It's a region that still has many mud-constructed properties. And as ever, in the more mountainous areas, landslides are always a concern, not least because they can block roads and hamper the emergency response. Are you in the area? Have you been affected by the earthquake? If it's safe to share your experiences, then please email haveyourSay@bbc.co.uk with your stories. Please include a contact number if you are willing to speak to a BBC journalist. You can also contact us in the following ways: WhatsApp 447525900971, send picture-s video to your pics at bbc.co.uk or upload your picture-s video here, tweet at bbc_have-your-say, send an SMS or MMS to 447624 800 100 international. Please read our terms, conditions